All right, ladies, what time is it?
Ask
your
aunties.
Hey, hey, hey.
Yes.
Who wants to read it? Lady,
I got it.
read it. Yeah.
I got this one. Hey aunties, does still living with your parents count against you when you're entering into the dating scene? Is this a red flag from the get-go or no?
Ooh. And is there like an age limit? That's another part of it. No.
I think in today's world, literally in today's world, this is not an automatic red flag. There are so many situations that that are going on that, with people being laid off, people that are recalibrating their lives, people that are helping their elderly parents, people that are being helped by their elderly parents. Like, I don't think that off the bat. Now, I'm not like, out there. I don't know what the dating world is all into, like maybe they're more finicky than I would be or whatever. But like, I would like to think that there's a little bit more understanding because we have all been through a bunch of shenanigans for the last 2 years, as the midst of the pandemic. That gives us a little bit more leniency for this notion of, oh, you live with your parents. Now, is this going to make it uncomfortable and unorthodox for like when y'all trying to do the nasty and try to have some cuddle time and
Mama slopping in one room, you slopping in the other.
If these Bible pages are clapping,
honey,
don't come a knocking. Don't come a knocking. Real quick, let me put this sock in your mouth,
honey.
Like, there could be some advantages to, dating somebody who lives at home with their parents. You can go in that refrigerator and get yourself some pound cake. When it's all said and done. Have you depending on...
Pound cake sound delicious right now. That
Don't
sounds
it?
fucking good.
Do not let there be some sweet potato pie because I will get to know your mama real quick.
Right.
I would get to know your mama real quick.
Let's accentuate the positives of dating somebody that live at home with their mama or parents or whatever. So
we're assuming it's a black person. Because not everybody can make pound cake.
Right,
not really.
I mean, we're in interracial relationships, so I mean, we can make that joke.
Oh my God! Why all of a sudden did I think it was a black family? What in the bias?
Right.
The racial black bias is going on in my own head.
And I'm here for it too.
That I automatically read into this.
We all thought that. We all thought that.
I was thinking.
Oh my God!
Look, I was thinking about Saturday night and the Sunday morning. They're gonna get up and the mother's gonna be cooking greens and black-eyed peas and cornbread and like.
Ooh, you making me hungry, shit.
What? This is the second episode where we have talked about black women in the kitchen and getting food.
Oh, and maybe that's a trope. Maybe that's a stereotype. Maybe we shouldn't put all black women in the kitchen.
Yeah,
but
this is
my
true.
mama be throwing down in the kitchen, so that's what I know.
Okay,
yeah, exactly.
That's what I know.
I know what my mama do,
honey.
Okay,
period. Put some respect on that kitchen.
Absolutely.
I think I'm leaning the same way, especially the last couple years. Like, I think it's taught us that we might be a little too judgmental on people's situations. And life is fucking hard, And you just don't know what they're going through. And I think for me, foundationally and just bottom line, as long as they're showing some initiative, do whatever they're doing, whether it's taking care of their parents or you just fell on hard times, but you're out here trying to hustle and get back on it, whatever it may be, that's way more attractive than just like you chilling at the crib and they just there to just be there. That to me, I'm like, that's not as attractive because I need you to do something, show some motivation. But I agree. Like, I don't think it's initially a red flag. You need to kind of probably find out additional stuff just to see potentially why they're at home and things like that and kind of make your own conclusions in that regard. But off the bat, no, not living. I mean, it is what it is anymore.
I'm curious to know if the reader is coming from the perspective of they live with their parents and are asking what we think, or they are possibly dating someone who lives with their parents.
I think both ways.
Yeah, both ways. Last year, when my mom got sick for a little bit, and I actually contemplated, it got so bad to the point where I thought I was going to have to move home.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I did not give one flying you-know-what about what anybody would think. And I would probably have had to live at home for a while. Yeah. Eventually, if I had to move back to Houston, where I grew up, putting all my business out there, eventually I would have gotten my own place, but I was fully prepared in my mind.
Yeah.
I am going to go back to take care of my parent. Yeah. I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm gonna get what I need some kind of way. Somebody's gonna have to host. Okay? Somebody's gonna have to host. So
like we in this place, car or something. We out in public something.
All right, we gonna figure something out. Okay, so just know that.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time you was in some alleyway or something. See, I put my business out there.
But you can't put his
That's true. That was me. Let me backtrack that.
Now what alley was this?
I've been coming for Landon all day for some reason.
All day. So wait a minute. Last week and the episode before that, you was talking about, I don't want to put Landon's business out there.
Well,
and now,
you're comfortable
here
now.
we are.
You're recurring auntie now.
Yeah. And Dewan, just to answer your question, it was an alley right behind Hydrate. So just put that out there.
I'm familiar with that alley.
And a lot of people are familiar with that.
The worst part was I didn't realize where it was. It was near. So we were in the alley.
Don't tell who it is. Whose crib it is.
I'm not. No, I won't. Oh my God, no. So it's in an alley. Like a day or two later, a friend and I are going out his back porch, and I was like,
"Oh, I recognize this."
I was like, ooh. And I was like, you might not want to go over there. So, and he goes, that's where it was? I was like, girl, at least it wasn't your place. Okay? I was trying to respect your place.
This is true.
But really going back to the overall question, I wouldn't, right? I wouldn't judge someone for living at their parents'.
No.
Plain and simple.
My God.
What you thought of? You just thought of a moment.
Girl, Mama, turn it off. Turn it off right here. You don't need to hear this.
Ooh, I'm ready. This is a good one. Damn.
I just had a flashback of, way back in the day when I was like in my early 20s or whatever, and I didn't have a car at the time. And so my friend would come over to pick me up. I was living at home in Maple Heights, and we would like drive to the bars all the way on like the west side of Cleveland, which was like a good 30-40 minutes drive from our place or whatever. And I started kind of like seeing this guy. We weren't really dating because we weren't going out on dates because I didn't have a car and I was living all the way in the suburbs. And I remember, oh God.
Wait, hold on. Is this different than the air conditioner story?
Yes, this is 100% different. I remember.
I'm not ready.
At the end, we would go out to the club or whatever. We would be hanging out or whatever. And then, like, when we were getting ready to go, the three of us would hop into my friend's truck, and he would drop my. We weren't even boyfriends or whatever. We were just seeing each other. But I remember I would always fuck him in the back of his house because he lived at home with his parents. And so they had a sunroom in the back of the house. And so I would go to say goodbye and then
get the deed in.
Right there. Meanwhile, I was just sitting here thinking, my friend is waiting in his car, waiting for us to come out. And this did happen like 8 times in a week, like 8 weekends in a row. And he just sitting there. Like,
and he mad as hell because he ain't got no one to fuck himself.
What the hell was I thinking?
I mean, girl, early 20s is something
different. You are not thinking about your friend when you are getting a piece. You are not thinking about your friends when you're getting some, okay?
No. Sorry, friend.
I was a horrible
Sorry, friend. You are not thinking of your friend. Yeah, you know what? You are a horrible friend, but we still love you.
I growed up since then.
Hey, here's the thing, though. We've all done that, and we've all had situations where we're like, well, damn, like shit. So it's just part of the life.
I mean, if I think back to that 20-something-year-old me, I didn't give a shit that he's living home with his parents.
Wow.
It's like, oh, this sunroom is decorated nice.
I don't even I just remember the door creaked. That's it.
I love your blinds.
I know, that's right. Oh my god. That's
oh my god. Oh my god. That was a flashback.
You're welcome, I guess.
The
alley, the sunroom.
Wait, what was the question again?
Oh, well,
let me just apologize to all the students that are listening to the Dr. Cruz session earlier.
That's a hard right. Sorry.
Some of y'all might be able to relate to that story.
Honey, it is what it is. They're going through it right now.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
They're going through it right now.
Oh my God. Oh, well. I'm sweating.
I know. It's hilarious.
Well, community, let us know. Does still living with your parents count against you when entering the dating scene? Is this a red flag from the get-go or no? Let us know. And continue to send your Ask Your Auntie questions to aya@minorietyreport.com or DM us.